Every day, investors on social media tell me how crazy I am investing in stocks like Aduro Clean Technologies because there are no revenues. Yet, investing in companies like Duolingo with growing revenues, profitability, and a great balance sheet is the way to go. In case you missed it, the stock of Duolingo is down 80% from the peak. I want to do a side-by-side comparison that maybe will demonstrate why retail investors will never get rich owning stocks, because clearly they would prefer a stock like Duolingo over Aduro Clean Technologies. You see, businesses are entities that are created to solve problems for other people or other entities. That's their main purpose, and that's how they earn revenues. Now, what type of problem does Duolingo solve versus Aduro Clean Technologies? Well, Duolingo helps people learn things. More specifically, it helps people learn foreign languages. Apparently, people think that the way to get rich is to own a stock that has a better app to teach people a foreign language. I kid you not. I am not making this up. And I am not talking about a pill or injection that makes people learn a foreign language on the spot. No. Duolingo gives people different tools to learn a foreign language. Aduro Clean Technologies, on the other hand, has a technology that solves a plastic recycling problem that has never been solved before. Are there entities that can solve what Duolingo or Aduro Clean Technologies are solving? I am learning Spanish right now, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Also, I learned English from scratch, so I am a bit qualified to talk about this topic. I have thousands of tools that I can use to learn a new language. I can read books, I can take classes, I can use italki to hire people from other countries, I can watch free YouTube videos, I can use hundreds of apps, I can even use AI to learn a new language. With plastic recycling, there is nobody that can solve the plastic waste problem but Aduro Clean Technologies. Every year, over 400 million of plastic tons is being produced. Less than 10% is being recycled. The rest is burned or ends up in a landfill. There are no apps that can fix this. There are no other technologies that can fix this. There are companies left and right going under trying to fix this, but really, only Aduro is going to fix this problem. Can AI disrupt Duolingo or Aduro Clean Technologies' business model? Well, can AI disrupt Duolingo? Do you know for sure that Duolingo is going to be around in 5 years because of AI? Now, can AI recycle plastic? Can AI disrupt Aduro Clean Technologies? Nope. Are there any switching costs? Can users switch away from Duolingo app to another language learning app? Can users of Aduro Clean Technology switch once, of course, they adopt the technology? I don't think so. There are two paths for Aduro Clean Technology. One path is Aduro owning its own plastic recycling facilities, and the other path is Aduro licensing the technology to others. When Aduro owns its own plastic recycling facility, it is buying plastic waste or getting paid to take plastic waste and turning it into an oil product called naphtha. There is no client to lose or no client to switch to somebody else. With the licensing model, there's also no switching. When an oil company builds a multi-million-dollar plastic recycling facility with Aduro's technology, you think they will switch the technology after pouring millions of dollars into building it? Switch to what? The technology that takes plastic waste back to the landfill? Or maybe they can switch to Duolingo app to teach the plastic bottles how to speak Spanish. What about the valuation? As of the most recent crash, Duolingo has a market cap of less than $5 billion. At the peak, the valuation was more than $20 billion. Now, let this sink in a bit. Investors thought that it was a brilliant idea to pay a price tag of $20 billion and now $5 billion for a service that someone in a poor country can provide through italki, that AI can disrupt, and that has zero switching costs. All because right now, 3 inches in front of their faces, revenues are or were growing fast. Balance sheet looked good and profits were positive. I remember it like yesterday. There used to be a public company called Rosetta Stone. Their trick or brilliant idea of teaching a new language was teaching it as if you were a child. Learning grammar, reading books, well, that's boring. Let us teach it to you the way you learned it as a child. Well, I guess the child ate all of the money because investors definitely didn't get rich from the stock. But this time it will be different with Duolingo. Forget about learning like a child. Just take out your phone. We will teach it to you in a very engaging way. Now let's shift to the valuation of Aduro Clean Technologies. Considering that the company has a solution to a $1 trillion problem and nobody else in the world has a solution, Aduro's market cap must be in the billions of dollars, right? For sure, it should have a market cap higher than $20 billion, which Duolingo just had a few months ago. Nope. Aduro has a market cap of about $350 million. Yes, no competition, the only solution in the world, huge demand for the technology, validated technology, graduated from Shell Oil Game Changer program, collaborating with Total Energies. How is this possible for such a low valuation? Well, because 3 inches in front of people's faces, there are no revenues, no profits. Influencers on social media are not talking about it. They're actually refusing to talk about it. I mean, why make generational wealth on a stock when you can lose generational wealth on a stock like Duolingo? But at least growing revenues and profits must make losing 80% of your money less painful. You can always say, well, I lost all of my money, but at least the company had revenues. Or maybe Duolingo can add a course on how to use the brain better. Just a suggestion. Thank you for watching.